So police are bracing now for a speech and action ahead by Ann Coulter. The conservative commentator set to speak at a public square on UC Berkeley's campus tomorrow. Police say they're ready for the possibility of violence, but they admit it will be a difficult thing to control.
It's a major issue to inject force into a situation where two sides have come literally, physically, to fight with each other. And we need to be judicious in our use of force going into that.
Well, Jonathan Hunt's live in L.A. on this. And Jonathan, good morning to you. Big question, will she show up? And if so, where exactly?
Well, she seems pretty determined to show up and exercise what she says, of course, is her simple right to free speech. She, 2 days ago, tweeted a picture of the weather forecast for Berkeley on Thursday and said, quote, "Nice day for an outdoor speech." That seemed to back up the idea that she might speak, as one student group had said, in this public plaza, an outdoor speech being very difficult to police, obviously. She then seemed to back off that yesterday in a couple of tweets, saying in part, one, "I haven't spoken to any Berkeley students about when and where I will speak because I'm still waiting for Berkeley to tell me." And then she added in a separate tweet saying in part, "Still expect Berkeley to provide a room," implying she'll do it inside. The only thing we can predict with any certainty is if she does show up, there likely will be protests, the kind of which we've seen several times recently in Berkeley. These ones you're looking at right now, clashes between pro and anti-Trump protesters during the tax day marches. Nobody wants to see that again, but sadly, Bill, it looks as though we are headed that way at the moment. And we'll see if and when she does show up.
What are you hearing from police? Police at the schools say they're going to do the best to keep the peace there. What are they saying as of now, Jonathan?
Yeah, you know, the university officials are saying this is difficult. They wanted to move it to May 2nd to give them more time for preparation. Everybody is worried about these kind of scenes. This happened back in February when the controversial conservative commentator Milo Yiannopoulos was due to speak at Berkeley. That was shut down in part by the Black Bloc protesters, who university officials say come from off campus. They are not for the majority, they say, students. And police say it's just a very difficult balancing act between free speech and providing security. Listen here.
There'll always be somebody who thinks you should have used more force, and there'll be those who thought you used too much. When we've been in a position where we could take a strategic surgical arrest of people involved in breaking the law, we did that.
Two things appear certain, Bill. It will be a very tense situation on campus if Ann Coulter does indeed show up, and Ann Coulter will sell a lot of books as a result.
A lot of people will be watching. Thank you, Jonathan Hunt, for that live in L.A., so we'll see what happens then.